Hello students, this is Ujjwala Bhandivad, lecturer from KLS Gogte PU College of Commerce and Science, Belagavi. In the last chapter, we have learnt about the computer, parts of computer, applications of computers and its various generations. In today's class, we are going to begin with the second chapter, that is input-output memory devices. See here students, this is our second chapter. In this chapter, we are going to learn three important types of devices: input devices, output devices and memory devices. In today's class, I am concentrating on input devices only. Okay? So let us start our second chapter with the input devices. See, computer doesn't work on its own. Data should be entered into the computer. Then based on that data it works, performs various calculations that we have learned in the earlier chapter. So, input devices means these are the devices used to enter the data into computer. Okay, I repeat once again. Input devices are used to enter the data into the computer. For example, the first example of input device is our keyboard. You can see here students, keyboard looks like a typewriter machine. Okay? It consists of several different types of keys on it. It may be alphabetic keys to enter the letters, the numeric keys to enter the numbers, the punctuation keys to enter comma, period or semicolon, etc. Then functional keys to perform some specific functions. You might have observed functional keys like F1, F2, F3 up to F9. Okay? Those are called functional keys. Here in the diagram you can see the functional keys are shown at the top corner. Okay? Then numerical keys you can see, it is marked here. Okay? Similarly, alphabetic keys are there, escape key is here. Okay? So like this we can have different types of keys on a keyboard. What is the use of keyboard? With the help of keyboard, we can enter various characters into the computer. Okay? Basically, there are four different types of keyboards are there. Okay? The first one is standard keyboard. See, this standard keyboard, usually we use it in the home or in a schools, colleges. Okay? So this keyboard consists of on an average 105 to 108 keys. Okay? These are known as QWERTY keyboard. Why? Because the alphabets QWERTY are present in the first row of the keyboard. Hence the name is QWERTY keyboard. Second type of keyboard is wireless keyboard. Okay, the name only tells you that it doesn't have any wire to connect with the computer. Then how it works? It uses different techniques like Bluetooth, infrared, radio frequency to connect the keyboard with the computer. See, once the keyboard is connected to the computer, then only we can enter the data into the computer. Without connecting, it is not possible. Okay, either we require wire or we require these techniques. Okay, third category is virtual keyboard. See, what do you mean by virtual keyboard? These are the software devices that will allow us to enter the data just like our hardware keyboard. Okay, means I'll give you one example. Our smartphone, okay, also contains a keyboard. This keyboard is nothing but a software, okay, which will operate with the help of touch screen. Okay, so this is an example of the virtual keyboard. Then comes fourth category is a compact keyboard. Compact means what? They are very small, slim in size. Okay, these are used usually in the laptop. Okay, because we have to carry the laptop from one place to another place. We cannot have a huge large size keyboard with us. Okay, for that purpose the small keyboards are being used in this compact keyboard. Okay, so these are the four different categories of keyboard. So students, now you have learnt what is input device. Also, example of input device, first example is keyboard. Okay, now the second example is mouse. Everybody know, we have seen that there is one small handheld device is there which is connected to the computer. Okay, what is this mouse then? See, actually mouse is a input device which will control the movements of the cursor on a screen. Okay, you might have observed on the monitor one blinking spot will be there. Okay, it will be constantly blinking. Okay, that point we call it as a cursor. Okay, what it indicates? It tells the position on the monitor, where we are on the standing position at the monitor, it will display us. Okay, so actually this mouse, it will roll on a flat surface. You might have observed that below the mouse we will keep on flat surface. Okay, on that we keep our mouse. Why? Because mouse consists, inside the mouse there is one either a rubber ball you can say, or IR rays will be kept. Okay, so when the mouse will move from one position to another position, this movement will be converted into signals and these are sent to the computer, because mouse is connected through the wire. Okay, usually this mouse, okay, you can see here, consists of either 2 to 3 buttons. Okay, so before telling you the types of mouse, I need to tell you mouse has a full form. What is the full form of mouse? 1 mark question it is. Mechanically operated user serial engine. Okay, is a full form of mouse. Please remember it for 1 mark. Now types of mouse. You can see in the first diagram. In the first diagram, the first category is manual mouse. Manual mouse means, see here, it consists of only 2 buttons. Okay, left button and the right button it consists of. It is connected through the wire to the computer. It is a manual mouse. Clicking on the button, okay, we will select the position on the monitor and we perform our action. Okay, second category comes is scroll mouse. Scroll mouse, you can see here in the scroll mouse there are 3 buttons are available: left button, right button, and there is a center button, that is we call it as scrolling. Scrolling means we can move upwards, downwards on the screen very easily. Third category is wireless mouse. What is wireless mouse? As our wireless keyboard, this mouse doesn't have a wire to be connected to the computer. Then how it get connected with the computer? As the same technology, either through the Bluetooth or through the IR technology, it will be get connected with the computer. Okay, so these are the different types of mouse: manual mouse, scroll mouse, and wireless mouse. The third example of input device is joystick. Okay, usually what is joystick means? See, joystick is a input device which consists of a stick that is placed at the base. Pivot means it is kept. Okay, you can see in the diagram here there is a one stick, okay, which is kept at the base. Base also has various, you can see, buttons. Okay, where this particular input device is used? This is used to control the video games. If you are using or aware of the computer games, video games, while playing the video games, we require the control, the movement of positions on the screen, and it is done with the help of our joystick. Okay, joysticks are basically used for controlling the machines such as cranes, trucks, and underwater unmanned vehicles. Okay, just a video game purpose it is not used, it is also used in controlling. See, cranes means these are the huge machines, okay, which will take a large amount of load from one place to another place. There also joysticks are being used. Okay, so this is the third example of input device. Next input device is OMR. What is OMR? See, full form of OMR is optical mark reading and recognition. What do you mean by this? See, this is actually it is going to read, okay, the special box. See, imagine you might have seen this also, OMR sheets. Okay, there are some pre-printed papers will be there, okay, which consist of boxes. Okay, these boxes are marked with special ink, and such documents are going to be read by the reader means it is a machine where you are going to insert that paper, so you can able to read that data. This reader will translate the mark into the electrical pulses and is transmitted to the computer. Just let me give you an example. You can see in this diagram there is a paper which is kept in the reader. Okay, the paper has small boxes. Okay, see, when you are writing PUC second year CET exam, you will come to know this OMR sheet. Okay, here one question has multiple 4 answers. Suppose if you mark one answer out of 4, if you mark only one answer in that box you will mark, then this paper will be placed in this reader, and this reader will recognize whether the what answer you have marked, and that will be transmitted to the computer. Okay, this is our OMR. This is also an input device. Okay, next input device is OCR. OCR full form is optical character recognition. Okay, see, this OCR means what? This allows to read the any printed character. Means what? Earlier, as I told, there was a special box which was made up of special ink, that only was read by the machine. No, nothing like that here. Any character made up of any ink will be read by the OCR. OCR means optical character recognition. Okay, see here, I can show you in this diagram. It is basically scans entire page of a book. You can scan with the help of OCR. Again, it is connected with the wire which is connected to computer, and in that way you can enter the data into the computer. The next input device is MICR. Okay, what is MICR? MICR stands for, full form is Magnetic Ink Character Recognition. I repeat once again, Magnetic Ink Character Recognition. What is this input device perform? Okay, basically it is used in the bank to process the checks. Okay, everybody might have observed the check. Okay, see here, I can show you in this diagram. See, our check consists somewhat like this image. Below there is one number which we call it as check number. You can see it is marked here. This check number is marked with a special magnetic ink, and this, because of this, when you insert the check in the machine to read that number, automatically it recognizes. Okay, this helps to give the accurate data. We cannot make any mistake. If I want to enter manually check number, I may commit mistake. But since it is made up of magnetic ink and it is read by the computer machine, there is no, you can say, mistakes that we can perform. So checks are being processed easily. So this magnetic ink character recognition is basically used by the banks to process the checks. So students, these are the few input devices. So in today's class we have learned what is input device, examples of input devices. We have learned keyboard, mouse, then we have learned OMR, OCR, MICR. Okay, all these are examples we have learned. Okay, so I hope you have understood about these concepts. Again in the next class we will be covering about the output devices. Okay, thank you students.